Aloha everyone! こんにちは、スキナー朋子です。今日は友人でインドの民族楽器シタール奏者のJjグレッグさんに日本語と英語でインタビューをします。ビデオ後半には Jj のシタール演奏もお楽しみいただけます。Jj は今年2018年5月18日に、六本木で初ライブがあります。そして20日にはシタールとザンマイキンのコラボ演奏のライブがあります。詳細は YouTube のページのコメント欄の上をご覧ください。I have Jj Greg here from Salem, Oregon in the US. He is a wonderful sitar player and will be performing in Tokyo, Japan in May this 2018. Thanks for watching. Okay, Jj, thanks for coming on to this interview session today. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, thanks.
I love your shirt, Aloha shirt.
Thank you.
And I'm wearing this Indian shirt today for you.
Nice.
Okay, well, I'm going to introduce you to my Japanese audience in Japanese first. はい。では、今日はアメリカ西海岸オレゴン州在住の、Jjグレッグさんをお招きしています。Jjグレッグさんは、シタール奏者で8歳の時にピアノを始めて、学校のオーケストラにも参加するなど、音楽に傾倒する幼少時代を過ごしています。学生時代はロックミュージックに没頭し、作曲や作詞三昧の日々を過ごしているということです。そして2000年よりインドの西部マハーラシュトラ州プネに留学して、世界的に有名なシタールの巨匠ウスタッド・ウスマン・カンと出会い、シタールを習い始めます。そして18年間にわたってこのウスタッド・ウスマン・カン氏に師事し、その間にアメリカ、インド、タイなど各地で演奏活動を行っています。Okay, JJ, I explained a little bit about you in Japanese. Can you tell me and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Let's see, where should I begin? I've been studying sitar for 17 years. Going on 18 years is my 18th year studying. So that means before that I was doing a lot of different kind of music, primarily at that point like rock music and experimental music. Before that I played the French horn in high school and junior high, and also piano lessons for 9 years. And I'll maybe let you translate that so far.
Yes. So do you come from a musical family, or what is your background?
Well, there's definitely music in my family, as in we had a piano. My sister sang in the jazz band and the choir. She played clarinet. Both of my parents played an instrument in high school. They didn't continue with that, although my mom did play piano and organ sometimes. But they certainly were interested in music, and it was kind of assumed that we would take some kind of musical lessons in the family. And for me, that was French horn and piano.
Nice. そうですね。JJ さんが育った時からもう家族、家の中で音楽が常にあって、お父さんもお母さんも育つ中で楽器を弾いてらして、で You said your younger sister played music or older sister? Older sister. で JJ のお姉さんもずっとバンドで演奏したりと、音楽が常にある家庭で育ったということですね。And how did you get into sitar from playing piano and then getting into your high school band? And how did you end up in India, and how did you find your guru? Can you tell me about it?
I missed a part about the high school band thing. Can you repeat that?
So your sister played in the high school band, and you played the piano, and you were in a rock band. So going through this different kind of music, and how did you end up playing the sitar?
So this could be like a really long story or a short story. So I'll try to make it a shorter story. I was really, into playing lots of different music, and then in my band I was kind of self-taught, as in like I didn't take guitar lessons or drum lessons, but I played those instruments, and I was really interested in writing music. And at some point, so after I graduated from high school and while I was in college, I kind of had the realization that I aspired to be a good musician, but I was not actually a good musician yet. And it coincided with my desire to study abroad in college. And so I'd kind of determined that I wanted to go to India, and partially because I would just leave school for a long time, and I wanted to go somewhere that was non-Western. And so the short story is, when I got there, I was blessed to meet my guru. Another student on the program introduced us, and I actually took lessons with her the first time I was there. And he had kind of said, we had studied sitar briefly while we were studying Marathi in the US. And when we came there, we played for him what we'd learned, and he said, okay, we'll start over. Before you play any music, you have to learn how to play the sitar. And so if that had happened like a year or two earlier, I probably wouldn't have been ready. But at that point, I was like, okay, I need some help to become a better musician. And him saying, there are these technical things you need to learn first, and then we can talk about music. That was like a really important thing. And then I just kept going back after that.
そうですね。JJ さんにまずどうやってそのインドの音楽のシタールにたどり着いたのかっていうのをお聞きしたんですけども、まず昔学生時代にギターをやってた時も独学で勉強して、で大学に入った時留学するっていうオプションがあって、その時に西洋ではなく東洋に行きたいっていう思いがあり、その時にちょうどインドに語学留学することになったそうなんですね。でその時にたまたまこのシタールの先ほどのウスタッド・ウスマン監視グルっていうのはヒンディー語で先生師匠っていうマスターっていう意味なんですけど、このグルに会ってシタールを本格的に習うことになったそうです。So you played the sitar before even going to India, is that right?
So I just started learning like 2 months before I left.
So
and I'd wanted to learn the tabla, which is the drums that accompany the sitar. But I thought before I should go, I thought maybe I should learn something about Indian classical music. So there's a teacher in Minneapolis, David Whetstone. And so I learned from him, and some other students on our program also learned from him. And he suggested that I should stick with the sitar. And I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to keep studying once I got to India. But again, the same friend, Janelle, we were working on some class project together. And she said, you should take lessons with me. And I was like, I don't know. And then she said, listen to this tape. And so she put on this tape of my guru playing, and I just really liked the music. And so that made me decide to go and see what it would be like.
このちょうどインドに留学する数ヶ月前にシタールをちょっと触り始めて、でもう一つタブラっていう打楽器も合わせてやり始めたんだけども、結局シタールにすることにして、で一緒に留学プログラムにいたお友達がそのグルの先ほどのウスタッド・ウスマン監視のテープをくれて、それを聞いたときにやっぱり衝撃があったそうなんですね。So, can you tell me about the sensation, or what did you feel when you first heard the sitar of your Guruji?
I think that, when I first listened to the tape, I was like, oh, there's something about this that doesn't sound like the other music. that I'd listened to, which is not a lot. I'd gone to a few concerts, listened to some things, but my breadth of knowledge was pretty small. But there's something just, I can't quite explain it, but I mean, while I was there, I went to several of his performances and periodically, like after a lesson, he might pick up the sitar and play something. And it was always something that I couldn't figure out, I had no idea what he was doing, but it was so much more than what it looked like, if that makes sense. So I'd spend a lot of time like watching videos of Jimi Hendrix and trying to play those things on the guitar. So I was kind of aware of like how to watch things and see what they're happening. So I would watch him do things, but I just couldn't figure out what was happening from what I would hear was so different from what I could imagine doing.
なんか最初にそのグル、そのウスタッド・ウスマン・カンさんの演奏を聞いて、で直接お会いしてこう演奏を聞いてる時もこう奏でてる音とこの何でしょう、こう演奏してる時のこの何でしょう、音とその実際の技術っていうものがまたこう説明できないんだけども、こうつながってなくて、でこうやっぱりそういうお会いしていく中でこう少しずついろんなものを見ながら聞きながら取り入れていったということでした。And so you've been going back and forth, India and the States, learning from him, and your guru also comes to the U.S. too. So what is his teaching style? Is there a teaching style in India? Because in a Japanese teaching style, the traditional something like tea ceremony or anything like bujutsu, you have to, you just watch quietly and observe what your mentor or guru is doing. So in Indian teaching style, is there any teaching style that is specific to India?
Yeah, so the basic concept is that you have this tradition. It's called Guru Shishya Parampara. Parampara basically means tradition, or like the way things have always been done, or something like that. And so the idea is that the guru tells you what you should do, and you follow everything that Guru says. So what does that mean in practice? That means that when you first start learning, Guru tells you, this is what you should practice, this is how much you should practice, and this is what we're going to work on. I'm going to teach you these ragas, and it's all Guru says, I have these things, and you take them and study them. But it is also similar. My guru said one time, I work very hard to be a good guru for you. And you should also work very hard to make yourself a good student. And I think in that context, he was also suggesting you should observe everything that's happening. And so the different times that I've been there, I've watched him teach 12-year-olds, I've watched him teach 70-year-olds, everyone in between. I've just stared at different parts of his sitar. I mean, I've watched just everything. He's shown me how to fix the sitar, how to work on it. So all of these little things, anytime is an opportunity. So maybe some mystery has been there for 12 years, and I keep wondering about it. And then after this practice, all the other students are chatting, and then I see my guru do this one thing. Because I'm still paying attention to what he was doing, it answered this question that I'd had for years. And so he definitely taught me that I should do that, in the sense of, he says, eventually teaching gets over, but learning never ends. Mm-hmm. So you should always be ready to be learning.
Sure. 今JJ さんにお聞きしたのが、こう日本だとこう何かを学ぶとき、こう先生の こう、所作、お茶だったり、居合道だったり、武術だったり、先生をずっとこう見て、そこから学んでいくっていうスタイルなんですけど、こう、で、アメリカのだと、こう、結構質問をこう、見る前に質問しちゃうっていう感じなんですね。なので、インドではどうなんですかってお聞きしたところ、やっぱりインドも先生がこういうふうにしてくださいっていうものを、見て、その通りにやり、そして、JJ が今、面白いことを言ってたのが、そのクラスが、こう、インドでクラスを受けてた時に、その先生が、まあ、クラスが終わったんですけど、その終わった後も JJ はずっと見てたそうなんですね。そしたら、こう、何かそのシタールで、こう、何かをした時に、自分がずっと思ってた疑問がそこで、一気に解決、されたんですね。それっていうのは、こう、授業中だけに注目してるんではなく、その前後も注目してることによって、その、学びっていうのは、こう、常にある。で、そのグル先生が言ってたのが、私は、良い師匠になるために、すごく日々努力してる。だからあなたも生徒として、良い生徒であるように日々努力をしてくださいとおっしゃったそうなんですね。なので、こう、学びっていうものは、常に続いているもので、どの瞬間にも転がっている、まあ、あるものだっていうふうにおっしゃっていました。And so this May, you're going to come to Japan, and this is your first visit to Japan?
Yes, it is my first visit to Japan.
And you will be performing at the temple in Roppongi. 5月18日、2018年の5月18日と20日に、夜なんですけども、東京の六本木の妙禅寺にて、JJ さんが演奏をするんですけども、ちょっとそのことをお聞きしますね。So, how do you feel about performing in Japan for the first time? You performed in the US and Thailand, and how do you feel about your first performance in Japan?
I'm pretty excited about it. I think, well, I'm first of all just really excited to go to Japan, and I've studied a small amount of Japanese. I can maybe read a little bit more than I can understand. But I'm also excited to be able to play in the Buddhist temple. When I lived in Thailand, there was an amazing temple. It's an ancient temple called Wat Sichum, or the Pra-Achana Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
That's in Sukhothai, which is the first capital of Siam. And it's just this amazing place of I think it's a 15-meter high Buddha, but it's enclosed in it's a very tight space. So when you just see a sliver of the Buddha from a distance, and you walk inside, and Buddha is so much bigger than you. Mm-hmm. And you kind of feel both like loved and small at the same time, like insignificant but still important to the world or something. And the second time I went there, I brought my sitar along, and I played maybe like 45 minutes in this temple, and it was just it was a very special experience for me. So I'm very much looking forward to playing in Japan and playing in this temple in Roppongi.
Thank you. So, JJ さん、今度2018年の5月18日と20日に、東京の六本木のお寺さんで、演奏されるんですけども、以前、タイとかでも演奏した時も、寺院でシタールを演奏して、またすごく、もう空間としてはぴったりの空間で演奏して、すごく、不思議な、こう、感覚、不思議というか、その幻想的な感覚だったっていうふうにおっしゃってます。それで日本での演奏も楽しみにしているということです。And I also wanted to ask you, so for the audience, a lot of people, are looking for or trying to figure out what their passion is or what their calling is. And for you, I'm guessing, and I'm assuming your passion is playing music. Also, you're a gardener. And how did you find your passion, and when did you know it was your passion and you should go with it?
That's a good question. I'll try to answer that in slight bit of detail. So I think that sometimes, I don't know about in Japan, but in the US, now I'm going to forget the phrase. You should just be careful about your decisions because you don't want to close any doors or something like that. I'm not saying it correctly, but basically like you should be careful about the choices that you make because they may limit your future or something like that. It's always posed in this kind of negative way. And my experience with learning the sitar has been the opposite of that, is that if you're open to the possibility that some doors exist that you don't even know are there, like your life can be so much more fulfilling than you ever thought it might be. And so for me, I had kind of a slow transition of being like really interested in the sitar and Indian classical music, but seeing them as a road to what I wanted to do, which was write songs in different time signatures and be able to actually play them correctly. So that was kind of my original motivation. And over time, as I spent more time in India and became more serious about the instrument, it slowly morphed into me wanting to do those things, but only on the sitar as opposed to doing them on other instruments. And my guru used to tell me that the sitar is a complete instrument because you can play both the melody and keep some rhythm at the same time. And I used to think he was just, advertising the sitar as like the best instrument, which makes sense because he plays the sitar. So I was a little skeptical, but sort of over time I've been sold on the sitar as like having so many musical possibilities that, it can take a lifetime. A lifetime isn't long enough to exhaust those possibilities.
Thank you. So 今の JJ さんにお聞きした質問っていうのがやっぱりこのね、私も含めなんですけど、自分の情熱だったり、このやるべき、進むべき道っていうのをどうやって分かるのか、どうやって探したのかっていうことだったんですけども、まず、JJ さんがシタールをやり始めた時は、とにかくちゃんと音が出るように、ちゃんと楽器とか、一曲が弾けるようにみたいな、そういうところから始まったのが、徐々にこのシタールの魅力に、魅了されていって、で、アメリカでは言い回しとして、何かを選択すると他の選択の扉を閉めてしまうっていう、言い回しがあるそうなんですね。で、そこで、JJ が言うのはそうではなく、そのドアがシタールを選んだときに、他の選択肢が閉じたんではなく、シタールを選んだことでどんどんその他の扉が開いていき、その未知の世界だったり自分の世界が広がっていったっていうこと。そして、JJ の、グル先生が、おっしゃってたのは、その、シタールっていう楽器は、完結した楽器であり、音色も弾くこともできるし、リズムも、キープできる、一つの楽器でそれが完結しているっていうことで、で、シタールを、JJ さんが、弾いていくうちに、やっぱりその魅力っていうのが、理解していった。で、その中で、自分のその情熱だっていうのが長い最初のうちにははっきりとわからないんだけれども、長くシタールを弾いていくうちにそれがずっとつながって広がっていたっていうことでした。And another question before I ask you to perform today, what is music or what is sitar? What does sitar mean to you?
Like, what does music mean to me, or what does the sitar mean to me?
Both.
Okay. I guess music is really, I want to say it's a way of life, but it's just part of everything that I do. I think that, I'll just give you an example. Like when I used to go hiking or backpacking when I was younger, I would just in the purpose of like practicing different languages, I would just count my steps as long as I could count, like up to like 200 or more. And just that interest in like counting, and slowly that kind of transferred into like when I'm walking, like there's a song in my head, or I'm working on some music, and or if I'm running up and down the stairs, maybe I add some kind of musical accompaniment to the times that my feet are hitting the floor. So in that respect, like it's always there. There's almost always some kind of music in my head. I used to think that all musicians, because I have a lot of friends who are musicians, like they always have like some music going in their head. And when I finally asked them about that, some of them were like, no. And so it's kind of strange. My experience like has gone very much from my childhood. It's sort of, I wouldn't say seamlessly, but in a way it feels like it's seamlessly integrated into the sitar. As in when I was younger, I would listen to the same recording again and again, whether it was Beatles or Nirvana. And then when I'm mowing the lawn, I would listen to that recording in my head, not with headphones, but just in my head. And there's a certain element. So my guru says, like, eventually, you stop practicing, you put the sitar down, but the music should go on. And so I feel like I was already ready for that. Like when I'm learning something, he's teaching something, and in order for you to remember it, you have to just keep repeating it again and again and again. And I think for some people, they're not tuned into that concept, but just by happenstance, that's how I grew up before I even went to India.
Wow, so you naturally had that, just having music in your mind or your head, just playing it.
Yeah, definitely. And so that's really, it's taken a long time, but seeing with the sitar is that just trying to connect that, I guess how my guru describes it is like the sitar is a medium. So I have some emotional feelings or something that I want to share with you. And so the sitar is a medium to transfer those feelings, as opposed to talking or writing or painting or some other art form. And you have to strive to reach perfection in the technical aspects of that medium, so that there shouldn't be anything interrupting the flow of those feelings from me to you. Does that make sense?
今の JJ さんにJJ さんにとって音楽シタールって何ですかってお聞きしたところ、面白いお答えが返ってきたんですけども、なんか歩いてても走ってても歩く歩調とかリズムに合わせて頭の中で音楽が流れてくるそうなんですね。で、階段を登ってる時もなんか自然と。で、そういった風に昔から何かの音楽を聴いてて、そして外で例えばお庭に出てる時も自然とヘッドホンとか何もしてないのに音楽が繰り返しずっと頭に流れてるそうなんですって。で、他のミュージシャンのお友達にみんなそうだよねって聞いたら、いや、全然そんな感じではなく、自分の中で音楽が常に流れてるっていう他のミュージシャンはそうでもなかったみたいですね。で、あとはこのシタールなんですけど、グルー先生がおっしゃるには、シタールを通して自分の感情っていうものを表現する。で、シタールの技術を完璧にした上で、自分楽器と音色を通して感情が投影されていくものであるということで、演奏の技術を完璧にすることで、なんでしょう、完全な感情、ピュアな感情が伝えることができるっていうことだそうです。And one last question, I'm just curious. So when you play the sitar, are you in like this zone, or are you like, how does it feel? Like, are you thinking right here, or like, are you, does something come down to you? And how do you play your sitar? How do you feel, or what is it like playing the sitar for you?
So in the ideal situation, I have some time to meditate before I perform. And it's kind of the idea is that the music should come inside you before it comes onto the sitar. And so rather than trying to force some particular music to come out of the sitar, you're trying to let it come through you and then go through the sitar. So sometimes it requires a lot of patience, as in you don't begin before you're ready. And so sometimes, again, that requires the audience to have some patience and also to have, you want to attempt to bring the audience into a similar state of mind where they're ready to relax. They're not, how soon is this going to happen? What am I going to eat afterwards? You want to I've started at some of my concerts, I'll say, instead of let's just silence your cell phones, let's go ahead and just turn it off. I know it's hard. I know you might be worried, but just turn it off. It'll be okay. And I think when people are able to do that, it means that in between the pieces that I play, instead of they're getting out of the mind and going back into everyday things and checking something on Facebook or whatever, they're able to stay there, and then whatever I've taken them in the first piece, then the next piece that I can play, they can go somewhere else. And so that's what I'm always striving for.
JJ さんにシタールを弾いてるときどんな感覚で弾いてるのかってちょっとお聞きしたんですね。降りてくる感じがあるのかとか、体のセンセーションっていうんですか、感覚を聞いたんですね。そしたらやっぱりシタールを弾くとき弾く前は必ず瞑想をするようにして心を静めるっていうことをしていて、無理やり楽器を弾くっていうことではなく、自然と音色が溢れ出る、感情と融合して溢れ出る、そういったところを目指しているので、コンサートとかなんかでもやっぱりお客様に来ているオーディエンスに携帯電話を切ってもらって、外の世界とこの空間、音楽を奏でる空間、そこを切り離して外に意識がいかないようにしてもらったりしているそうなんですね。Wow, that's powerful. So do you so you have like a ritual, like meditation is your ritual to get into this zone or align to yourself?
Yeah, it's just it's kind of like an unspoken experience. I had the immense opportunity the first time I was in Pune to go to this all-night festival. And some parts of India, they still have all-night festivals, but at least in Pune, they've, I don't know, passed some noise law or something, so it doesn't happen as much anymore. And so my guru was playing at like 4:30 in the morning, and maybe a half an hour before he was playing, I saw that he was going backstage to tune, and I just asked if I could sit back there. And so I got to see, before his performance, he was just sitting there meditating. I thought maybe he would be practicing or warming up or something, but he was just sitting there. Maybe every few minutes he would just pick up his sitar and play like 2 notes and then put it back down. So this went on for maybe half an hour or something. And so, of course, it's not always possible, and there are a lot of things are running around. So you try to just not let things bother you at a certain point. Even if you can't sit to meditate, you kind of have to decide, okay, maybe the sound won't be perfect. So you worked sound check to make the sound up to this level. You want it to be here, but it's only here. At some point, you have to decide that I need to focus on the music, so when I start playing, that people can enjoy it.
Yeah, totally. 今JJ さんにもう少し詳しく聞いたんですけど、そのメディテーションをして状態を整えて音楽が自分の中からふっと 楽器を通して出ていくっていう風にするには、このメディテーション、なぜこうスタートしたかっていうと、そのインドで一晩中こう音楽を奏でるコンサートがあって、そこで師匠のウスターとウスマン・カン氏が演奏を朝の4時半ぐらいにしたそうなんですね。で、その時に演奏前に師匠が楽屋に行ったので、ついてっていいですかっていうふうに楽屋に一緒について行ったんですって。そしてそこでこう師匠がもう30分ぐらいこう目を閉じて瞑想をしながら、時折チューニングをして、でずっとこう瞑想してるのを見て、こういうことなんだなって自分もそういうふうに瞑想するようになったということで、あともう一つ面白いことをおっしゃってたのが、こう演奏前にこうチューニングとかでこうある程度この音をここにしたいっていう目標があったとしても、こう頑張ったとしても、それよりちょっと下になった時、それはこうその時点でやっぱりその演奏する前なので、やっぱ決めなきゃいけないんですって。ここを無理くり目指すではなく、この状態でいかにお客様に楽しんでもらえるか。それは例えば音響の施設だったり、その環境のが原因でここまでこう目指すところが音がいかないとしても、ここだったとしてもそこは一つ腹をくくって決めて、これでやる。この中でお客様を楽しませるっていうふうに決めるっていう必要があるそうなんですね。では JJ さんにちょっと一曲を弾いてもらいたいと思います。Okay, so we're ready to hear your beautiful sitar, and I'm going to mute on my side, so I'll let you go.
Okay.
Thank you. That was beautiful. I remember, I think in Seattle when I first heard you, was listening to your music right in front of you. Like it felt so good that I fell asleep because I was like, it was just so calming. And in India, how do people listen to sitar music? Is it for meditation, or is there like a lot of meaning behind the songs?
I think it depends on who you ask. As you ask a musical theorist or like an ethnomusicologist type person, not just someone from the US or something, but people in India. There are all kinds of things written about what's happening, or people will say this particular raga is romantic and this raga is full of pathos. I'm not exactly sure what pathos means, but it could be sad or like complicated or playful. there are certain things that people describe things as, and sometimes I guess just the way that my guru says about it is eventually like you should just feel it. As in, he says, you can study the music and then you can tell us about the parts of like what's happening. Then you understand it. But ultimately, like to feel it and enjoy it, all you have to do is listen. So that's really, there's certain things that he doesn't talk about that are maybe in some book, but we never talk about them because his ultimate goal is we should learn music through music. And also like as an audience, if you can lose yourself in the music rather than trying to understand it, you just try to see where it takes you. And that's really, to me, the beauty and opportunity as a listener to enjoy the music.
今JJ さんに実はJJ さんと私の夫の大親友でもあるっていうことで何度もJJ さんの演奏を目の前で聞いて同じ部屋で聞いたことがあってで私JJ さんが演奏してる目の前で爆睡しちゃうというそれぐらい体がリラックスしてしまうんですよね。でインドではこのシタールっていうのは皆さん聞くときにどんな風に聞いてるのかをお伺いしたところこう人によってまたこの音楽評論家によって演奏家によってこうみんなそれぞれ言うことが違うんだけれどもこうグルージJJ さんのグルージ先生が言うにはその音楽は本とかで学ぶのではなく音楽は音楽を通して学ぶものだから聴きながら感じるそして音楽を通してその音楽がどこかに連れて行ってくれるその世界だったり空間だったり違う世界に連れて景色を見せてくれるものだということで JJ さんにとってもやっぱり音楽は聴きながらそういったものを感じてほしいということでした。Well, thank you so much, JJ, for coming on. It was a pleasure talking to you. It's nice to see you playing sitar in an aloha shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have anything you want to say to the audience, Japanese audience?
I think that if you decide to come out, you'll be pleasantly surprised at where the music can take you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. JJ さんに皆さんにメッセージはってお聞きしたら、2018年の5月18日と20日の夕方なんですけども、東京の六本木妙禅寺で演奏するんですけども、ぜひ来てくださいということで、音楽が連れて行ってくれる、もうこう予想もつかないところに連れて行ってくれる、そういう楽しみがあります。なので、ぜひシタール演奏を聴きに来てくださいとのことでした。Okay, well, thank you so much, JJ, and I'll talk to you soon. And I'm gonna...
My bad Japanese, I want to say something like...
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
The music is like kokoro no michi. It's like some path from heart to heart, like that. Where it can take you.
JJ-san, so you studied Japanese for how long?
Just my friend taught me how, like, lots of words, and I learned to write hiragana, and then I've taught myself some kanji. Kayla learned some Japanese, so I help her study. So I can't talk very well, but I know some random things.
で、JJ さんが今ね、日本語でどうしても言いたいって今言ったのが、音楽は心の道、ね、心をどこかに連れて行ってくれる道のようなものだっていうことで、JJ さんにどれぐらい日本語を勉強してたんですかって聞いたら、お友達がいろんな単語を教えてくれたり、あとはひらがな、漢字をちょこちょこ勉強したりしているっていうことでした。で、奥様もちょっと日本語を勉強してたことがあったので、一緒に学んだっていうことでした。心の道、It will take you anywhere and everywhere, I guess.
Yeah.
ありがとうございました。Well, thank you, namaste, and mahalo. ありがとうございます。
どういたしまして。
はい。バイバイ。